Hello everyone, and I just want to share the exciting news that the devs told us on today's stream. So I'm making this really fast video to just highlight the super important things that you should be hyped up for next week. I won't be going over every little detail of the stream. I'm just going to quickly go over the highlights. So it has been confirmed the next DLC is indeed Freddy Kruegar. We are going to be getting a new killer, a new survivor, and a new map. They did not say the name of the survivor or the map, but we do know we are getting a full chapter and is most likely going to be released next week. Along with that information, they also told us all 3 of the new killer's perks and 1 of the survivor perks. And let me just try and slow down here a little bit. I'm just so hyped for this new DLC because it's just amazing. So first, I will tell the survivor perk since there's only 1. Pharmacy. You search chests faster and quieter. The first chest you open guarantees a medkit yellow or higher. So if you have this perk equipped, you will not get a gray medkit on the very first chest you search. So this makes a loot build even stronger because you could combine it with plunderers to get guaranteed green or purple medkits on the very first chest you open in every game. Now whether you escape or not is up to you. Now onto the exciting part, the killer perks. First up, we have Fired Up. So what Fired Up does is it gives you increased action speed, and this action speed is the window vaulting speed, breaking pallet speed, hooking speed, anything to do with actions. Every time a gen is repaired, starting after 2 generators have been done. So just to say this again since I broke it up, every time a gen is completed after the first 2 gens, you will gain increased action speed. This means that killers will be able to break pallets faster and window vault faster, and it could be really well grouped up with brutal strength and increase the killer's chasing ability. So this is a perk I am super excited for because as we all know, killers hate pallet loops, and this is going to change the game entirely because killers will be able to catch up to you so fast if they are able to break those pallets in like 1 second. Now for the second perk, Blood Warden. When the exit gates are opened, the first survivor you hook, so this effect will only apply once to the very first survivor you hook, it will not apply to multiple survivors after that first one. The first survivor you hook, the entity will not allow survivors to escape for X amount of seconds. You can see the auras of survivors at the exit gates. So this perk is going to be very interesting. There's going to be more exit game plays here because you have to be careful and more aware of where your teammates are when you power that last generator, because you may not be able to just run out the exit gate. And I believe on the stream they said the maximum is about 1 minute or 1 minute. So that's a long time to be cooped up in the game, not able to escape. And the killer can see you if you are camping the exit gate and not going for the save. So this is another game-changing perk, and another one I am really excited for. And now for the last perk, Remember Me. So Remember Me is an obsession perk. Every time you hit your obsession, it adds X amount of seconds to the open exit gate action. Now on the stream it was confusing, but I assume they meant it only stacks up to 5 times when they said 5. And your obsession is the only one who does not receive this penalty. So this means that you can delay the opening of the exit gates for a really long time. And this could give a lot of killers a really good option, especially on those matches where the exit gates spawn right next to each other. And what a lot of killers are probably going to do if they run this perk is that they're going to get their 5 tokens, and then they're going to kill their obsession. And then everyone is going to have that super slow time opening the exit gates. So overall, all three of these perks are really great sounding perks, and we'll have to see how well they do in the live game. But I'm so happy with this change, because in the current game, gen rushing, I know, so Survivor's just doing the generators. It just gets old after a while because there's nothing as a killer you can do to stop it except for to apply appropriate map pressure. But even when you do your best to apply the best map pressure you can get those bad situations where, let's say you get Blood Lodge, and everyone knows Blood Lodge is extremely survivor-sided, and if you have a killer that is not Nurse, you're probably not gonna get a single kill that match if the survivors know how to run. So all of these perks emphasize the exit game plays, and these perks can also encourage not hook camping as hard once the exit gates are powered, such as the perk Blood Warden, because you will be able to see where the survivors are if they're all three are at the exit gates, and then you have the one guy on the hook. Blood Warden can be paired with barbecue and chili too, so that way you have automatic visuals on everyone, and you can chase and down someone else knowing that you can probably hook them before they get the save off, and that those survivors will be trapped in there until they save that survivor behind you. And I gotta say, the perk I am the most excited for is Fire Up, because let me tell you, breaking pallets, I understand it's a part of the game. I don't mind breaking pallets, but just, it gets tiresome after a while, and that's why as a killer, you feel like you need to take a break because you're just tired of getting pal looped all the time. So, yeah, that Fired Up. I can't wait to see it in action. I want to see how it does with Brutal Strength, and I'm just so hyped for it. I have never been this excited for a Dead by Daylight DLC before. So the devs also revealed some add-ons for the new killer, Freddy. And so here they are. I'm displaying them on screen now. And you can try and guess, but we have all these clothes, got some toys, and you can just theorize what these add-ons could potentially do. Besides all of those exciting DLC announcements, they just informed us on other things they are working on. So they are working on the Wraith Cube and are testing it at the moment. They are working on reworking the Blood Web as well, and they have said that the new Blood Web is going to be far more superior than the one we have now. And there will be 2 more Survivor perks coming. We just do not know what those are, and they did not reveal any icons for them. The devs also showed us some statistics about brand new parts and such, and basically just what they said in general is that brand new parts do not affect the survival rate too much, or they don't affect the survival rates of survivors drastically enough per game to get any kind of nerf, and that the statistics they showed proved that brand new parts are pretty balanced at the moment. The graphs did reinforce that the more brand new parts you have, the more survivors that escape the match. But they said something like, you don't know that the survivor that brought the brand new part is the one who escapes. And they also said things like, there are so many variables in a match that can determine the survivability of a survivor, that even with these statistics they have, it can be hard to say exactly how much influence the BMP had on their survival. Other than that, get hyped for next week, because next week, on the 26th, is when the Blood Point event will begin. And remember, it's the October 26th to November 1st is going to be how long the Blood Hunt or whatever is going to be. And then I'm pretty sure the DLC will be released next week, but don't take my word for it. And there we go. So I hope you guys are as happy as I am, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and it's hoped you get up to date with what's coming in Dead by Daylight. But thank you very much for watching, and good luck out in the fog as always in your own matches, and see you guys later.